morning, 6th grade mathematicians, or good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I don't know what time it is that you are watching this, but either way, here we are. It is so lovely to see your faces. This is early in the morning for Mrs. Horner. I started these videos at about 7, and I have made a mistake every single time, so I am now on my, 5th time of doing this over. So if I make a mistake, it's because it's early and I haven't had my coffee yet. So just bear with me. But I need for you to go ahead and get your book open to page 326. We're going to just jump right in on this because I've made a ton of mistakes and we're just going to get started. Which is good. I probably should have kept those for outtake videos or something. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. So we are working on dividing a mixed number by a fraction, and we're going to work on dividing a mixed number by a mixed number. Now, we have to remember keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction the same, change the division to a multiplication sign, and then flip or find the reciprocal, if we're going to speak like mathematicians, find the reciprocal of that second number. So obviously the one thing that we have to remember is the first thing we have to do with any mixed number when we are dividing with fractions, we have to turn that to an improper fraction. And let's quickly review how we go from a mixed number, okay, a mixed number to an improper fraction, okay? And that's where we do the check mark method. So if I had 2 1/4, I do the check mark method where I take 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9, and I get 9/4. Those are equivalent. 2 1/4 is the exact same as 9/4. So basically, all we're going to do is the exact same thing. We're only adding an extra step, and it's not really an extra step. It's just one other thing that we have to do, but we just have to change that mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, let's take a look at this first one, number 2. So if it says first, let's estimate. 3 3/4 is about 4, okay? 4/5 is about 1. So if I were to take those together and divide, I'm going to get 4. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to take this improper fraction and write it as a mixed number. So I have to take that 3/4 and I've got to do the check mark method. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So I end up getting 15/4. So keep, change, flip. Write that on there. Keep, change the division to multiplication, and flip and find the reciprocal, 5/4. Now, we're going to multiply the numerators and we're going to multiply the denominators. So I'm going to multiply my numerators and I get 75, and I'm going to multiply my denominators and I'm going to get 16. Now, I cannot leave my answer as an improper fraction, which is 75/16. I have to divide that where I take my numerator and I divide it by my denominator. So when I do that, I know that goes in 4 times, which is 64. Ha, I just kind of lost my train of thought. See, it took Mrs. Horner a long time to get my brain going. So if you're not sure, if you're like Mrs. Horner, double check it. It is 64. Okay. All right. So when I subtract, I get 11. That 11 becomes my numerator, and my denominator is 16. So my answer is 4 11/16. Can this be simplified? No. 11 and 16 do not have any common factors. Okay, they have no common factors, meaning I cannot divide a number by 11 and by 16 I cannot divide it by a whole number. Okay, so now let's check for reasonableness with what we've estimated. We estimated that it was about 4, and 4 11/16, that's pretty close. Now, if we had gotten something like 8, and we're like, well, I don't know, that's not really reasonable. So this is why we check for reasonableness. All right, we're going to jump in and get started. Again, make sure that you are doing exactly what I'm doing in your book that I'm doing in my book. So first things first, we're going to take this 2 times 8 and 16 plus 3 is 19. 19/8. Keep, change, flip. I'm going to change the division to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip and find the reciprocal, and I get 4/1. Now, taking a look at this, 6th graders, this is great because I can cross simplify. I can divide each of these by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And I get 19/2. Okay, can I leave it as 19/2? No, sirree, I cannot. I must divide it out. I know that that goes in 9 times, which is 18. I'm left with 9 1/2, because that becomes my numerator and my 2 stays as my denominator. Okay? All right, let's take a look at B, and I'm going to go ahead and write B up here. So it is 2 1/2, 2 1/2 divided by 3/7. Keep, change, flip. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that first number, but I first cannot keep it as a mixed number. I have to turn it to an improper fraction. So do that check mark method. 4, 5, I get 5/4. I'm going to change the division to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip 3/7 to 7/3. Now when I look at this, bummer, there's no cross simplifying. Too bad, so sad. Oh well, moving on. So we're going to multiply across to multiply the numerators, and then we're going to multiply the denominators. So let's multiply the numerators. 7 times 5 is 35. 4 times 3 is 12. Can I leave it like that? No, I cannot. Therefore, I must divide. And when I divide this out, I'm going to, oh, this should be 2. Hang on. This should be 2, not 4. Guys, see the mistakes that I've made? Now, surely you probably caught that. I don't know what I was doing, but do you see how I turned that into a 4? Oh, good riddance. Okay, so 35 over 6. Told you, I'm semi-perfect. Not always perfect, semi-perfect. Don't tell my husband that. Okay, so now we're correct. I was like, something's not right. 35, here we go. When I take 35 and I divide it by 6, I know that that can go in at least 5 times, which is 30. When I subtract, I get 5. That 5 becomes my numerator, and my 6 becomes my denominator, and I get 5 and 5/6. Okay, can 5 and 5/6 be simplified? Nope, because 5/6 does not have a common factor. Okay, we're not going to do C, but now we're just going to jump over to the next page, which is 327. And here's the thing. 6th graders, all we're going to be doing is now we're dividing a mixed number by a mixed number. So what do you think we have to do with both mixed numbers? Ponder it. What do we got to do with both mixed numbers when we're dividing? Yes, we have to turn them to improper fractions. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. So we're going to jump right down here and we're going to practice dividing a mixed number by a mixed number. Okay, so keep, change, flip. Here we go. If I make a mistake, catch me. You can holler out at me in class tomorrow and make fun of me. I'm used to it. Okay, here we go. We're going to turn both of these into improper fractions. So I got to make sure I got enough room. So I'm going to move this down just a little bit more. All right, check mark method. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. Make sure my denominator is a 5. I'm going to write that division sign because I'm going to rewrite both of these. I'm going to rewrite my whole new problem. Check mark method. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and I get 7/3. Now, here we go. Keep, change, flip. I'm going to keep 21/5. I'm going to change that division to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip or find the reciprocal of 7/3, and I get 3/7. Now, look at this. I can cross simplify 7 and 21. I can divide each of those by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. I'm going to now multiply my numerators, and I'm going to multiply my denominators. 3 times 3 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5, and I get 6/5. I cannot leave it like that, which means I must divide, and I'm going to put it in as a 6, which gives me 1. And 21, 6, 7/3. Okay, which gives me 5. I subtract, and I get 1 and 1/5. So 4 and 1/5 divided by 2 and 1/3 is giving me 1 and 1/5. Let's check to make sure that we did our math right just on this one, because we're only going to do about 2 examples on this page. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 21/5. Okay, that's correct. And then I'm going to put my division sign. 2 times 3 is, I have to turn my phone off. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. My denominator is 3. I found my reciprocal, and I keep, change, flip, keep, change, flip, and I was able to cross simplify. I was able to divide both of those by 7. Who sees my mistake that I made? Yes, see, I told you, man, Mrs. Horner is on a roll of mistakes today. This should be 9. Yep, very good. If you caught that before, again, you are on top of it a lot better than I am. But this is what happens. Mrs. Horner makes mistakes. And it's silly mistakes. I know better. It's a good thing I went and double-checked my work. I knew something didn't look right. Okay, very good. I should just look at what I did in the book rather than try to redo it in the morning without my coffee. Whatever. It gives you guys something to laugh about. Keeps you paying attention. All right, here we go. 1 5/9 divided by 2 1/3. 1 times 9 is 9, plus 5 is 14. So I get 14 ninths. I'm going to double check that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Got it. Divided by 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so 7/3. So now I'm going to keep, change, flip. Keep that first number. First fraction is 4/9. Change the division to a multiplication and flip and find the reciprocal of 3/7. Oh my gosh, I get a double cross simplify here. I can do 3 and 9 because I can divide both of those by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. I can divide 7 and 14 both by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. And when I multiply my numerators, I get 2 times 1 is 2. I multiply my denominators. 1 times 3 is 3. And I get 2/3. Now, let me just double check to make sure. 9, 14. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I think I did that one right. Whew. Goodness gracious. All right. Miss Horner, just start looking at, I'm telling you, I should just look at my book because I do all my work and then I just think I'll just do it while I'm doing it. But it's good because, see, mistakes happen. It's all good. All right. Let's take a look at number 1. We're going to do number 1 and number 3 together. Okay? All right. First thing, keep, change, flip. Let's remember, keep, change, flip. Got to take that mixed number, turn it to an improper fraction. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so I get 7/2. I'm going to change that division to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip that 1/2 to 2/1. Look at that. I can cross simplify. Those cancel out. 2 divided by 2. So now I'm going to multiply my numerators. 7/1, which really means that my answer is 7. Okay, we're going to do one more, and we're going to do number 3, where we are going to have to take both of those mixed numbers, turn them to improper fractions. So 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20, so I get 20/3. And I'm going to go ahead and write this out because we're going to have to change that second improper fraction into the reciprocal. So it's better if we just rewrite the whole problem. So 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20, so I get 27ths. Now, keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep. I'm going to change the division to a multiplication, and I'm going to flip the 27ths to 7/20ths, and check that out. 20 divided by 20 is 1. 20 divided by 20 is 1. I'm going to multiply my numerators. 1 times 7 is 7, and then 3 times 1 is 3. Slide this over. That's an improper fraction. We cannot leave it as an improper fraction, therefore we have to divide. Okay, so we know that 2 groups of 3 can go in 6. That gives me a 1. That 1 becomes my numerator, and the 3 becomes my denominator, so I get 2 1/3. Okay, 6th graders. You now know how to divide a mixed number by a fraction, and you know how to divide a mixed number by a mixed number. Now, don't be me and make mistakes. Actually, be me and make mistakes and give yourself some grace. Okay? They happen. So, continue on with whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. Good job.